Welcome to AnimeFan Narrations, Solo Leveling Episode 4, Chapter 56, Part 1.
At that time, no one had come for him.
Mom was already struggling to get around back then.
Once she got sick, his mother needed to be hospitalized right away. Not wanting to burden her frail body, Jinwoo kept the parent-guardian meeting from her. This led to him dealing with his teacher's nagging for a while. Reflecting on that time, he understood why Jinah had been anxious when she asked for his time. He smiled at his sister and asked,
"You're staying out late again today, right?"
Yep, you can head home without me.
All right.
He tousled her hair before she could react, messing it up.
Make sure you study hard.
Come on, don't do that.
I'll see you at home.
Jinwoo entered the conference room, still smiling. Jinah pouted as she fixed her hair.
How long will you keep treating me like a kid?
Well, she didn't really mind it. She glanced around, worried someone might have seen. After ensuring no one was watching, she skipped towards her classroom. If he had to sum up his first impression of Jinah's homeroom teacher, she seemed like a dignified person.
You must be Jinah's brother.
She was a wise-looking, middle-aged woman. Her warm smile made others feel at ease. Knowing his family situation, she didn't question Jinwoo's presence at the parent-guardian meeting.
Nice to meet you. I'm Jinah's homeroom teacher. I didn't realize Jinah had such a handsome brother.
At her friendly but playful greeting, Jinwoo bowed his head.
I don't remember her from when I was a student here.
She must have started teaching after he graduated. They say first impressions are crucial. After their greeting, he felt more at ease.
She's very respectful, especially considering I'm much younger.
It seemed that his little sister's senior year wouldn't be marred by having a bad teacher.
Please take a seat.
She motioned toward a chair. Jinwoo sat down and faced the teacher across a large desk.
I don't think you need to worry about Jinah.
They discussed the usual topics for a parent-guardian meeting. Their conversation flowed pleasantly for a while. Since Jinah was an exemplary student, her teacher had nothing but praise for her.
You know that Jinah wants to attend medical school, right?
Yes.
The teacher reviewed Jinah's profile.
Her test scores are excellent, and her overall grades are outstanding. She should have no trouble getting into a good school, so please don't put too much pressure on her.
Jinwoo nodded solemnly. The teacher's face was filled with high expectations for Jinah. In reality, many homeroom teachers for high school seniors were stressed out over their students' grades. After all, a student's final years in high school determined their future paths.
That's why I heard most teachers want to avoid teaching seniors.
He had heard that some teachers had to be coerced into the position. With this in mind, it was clear that Jinah's teacher was someone who was passionate about her job. As Jinah's guardian, Jinwoo was very appreciative of this. The meeting was wrapping up after 15 minutes.
And then,
Jinwoo was about to stand up, but the teacher carefully asked,
I heard that Jinah's brother is a hunter.
Her eyes had suddenly turned serious. Jinwoo sensed something was up.
Yes, I am.
If Jinah experienced an awakening, would you allow her to become a hunter?
Absolutely not.
Never. Jinwoo responded with determination. He didn't need to deliberate on it. The teacher's face fell.
Just as I thought.
Noticing Jinwoo's wary gaze, the teacher hesitated before continuing.
If it's not too much to ask, could I request a favor from you?
Jinwoo nodded.
As long as it's something within my power.
He was willing to listen. After all, she was Jinah's teacher, and he didn't want to start off on the wrong foot with her. Worried he might change his mind, the teacher quickly explained,
One of our female students recently experienced an awakening. She's planning to drop out to become a hunter. She hasn't been attending school lately.
It was a familiar situation. Newly awakened individuals often abandoned reason to pursue a career as a hunter. Despite their lack of understanding about the job, they were eager to embrace their newfound status. Even for an awakened being, becoming a successful hunter and earning significant money was no small feat. The teacher let out a deep sigh.
If this continues, the school will be forced to take action. I want to avoid that if possible. Don't you think it's important to at least finish high school even if you're a hunter?
Jinwoo nodded in agreement. Seeing his positive response, the teacher's expression brightened slightly.
Could you try to convince her to stay until graduation?
The teacher smiled hopefully. Jinwoo, curious, inquired,
What rank is this student?
From what I've been told, she's at the lowest rank.
E rank.
She won't survive long.
Jinwoo silently clicked his tongue. Entering a dungeon at that rank required extreme caution. 9 times out of 10, approaching a dungeon with a carefree and arrogant attitude led to severe injury or death. The thought of a girl his sister's age facing such a fate weighed on Jinwoo's mind. Still, he understood it was her choice. No one had pushed her into it. It was regrettable, but he didn't want to waste precious time meddling in someone else's decision.
I'm not even sure I could change her mind.
People like that didn't appreciate being told what to do, so Jinwoo decided to decline and began to stand up. But the teacher persisted.
Her name is Jinah should be familiar with her.
When Jinwoo heard the name, he paused. He asked to be certain.
Teacher, what was her name again?
It's Do you know her?
What a small world.
Huh?
Jinwoo was momentarily speechless. Meanwhile, at the personal residence of Yoo Construction's chairman Yoo Myung-han, from early morning, a stream of luxurious and expensive cars arrived non-stop. They were all there for the same reason. It was the memorial service for Yoo Construction's founding chairman, Yoo Byung-chul. He was the father of Korea's top businessman, Yoo Myung-han. Despite his busy schedule, Myung-han always made time for his father's memorial service each year. His strong influence and presence ensured the entire Yoo family gathered on this day. A certain investment firm's president, a certain pharmaceutical company's chairman, a certain mall's owner. The Yoo family consisted of influential leaders from various business sectors. Even their children were among the elite, except for one. That one person quietly took a spot in a corner, trying to remain unnoticed. It was Yoo Jinho.
This is so dull.
The young man wished the ceremony would end soon. Running through dungeons with his older friend was infinitely more exciting.
I wonder what my older friend is doing now.
He couldn't imagine how Jinwoo spent his day off. Jinho's thoughts drifted aimlessly as he sipped his drink, when an unwelcome voice interrupted him from behind.
Hey.
Who else could it be? The voice's owner clearly exuded talent and elitism. High-class glasses, tall stature. It was Yoo Jinho's older brother, Yoo Jin-sung, the firstborn of Yoo Myung-han, destined to lead Yoo Construction. He stood before Jinho, looking down at him.
You should be up greeting the relatives. How long are you going to act like a child?
Whatever.
Remember, your disgraceful behavior tarnishes our father's reputation.
Yoo Jin-sung's words held no brotherly affection, just sheer disdain for someone he considered inferior. Yoo Jinho also had little love for his brother, but didn't dare respond. His brother was much like their father, a prodigy in every subject, excelling in everything. His academic achievements were just the beginning. Upon graduation, he quickly joined their father, Yoo Myung-han, in various business sectors, delivering impressive results. In contrast, Yoo Jinho had nothing to show. Even getting into college was thanks to the family name. Standing next to his brother made him feel insignificant.
Pathetic.
His older brother frowned at Jinho's lowered head. Then he turned and walked away. Jinho finally lifted his head once Jin-sung walked away. This was why he hated coming home. If it weren't for his grandfather's memorial service, as Jinho sighed, another familiar voice came from behind him.
Wow, I really can't stand that guy.
Jinho turned around. It was his cousin, a year older than him, Yoo Soo-hyun.
Did you hear what he just said? What a total jerk face.
Yoo Soo-hyun moved closer and gave Yoo Jinho a light tap on the shoulder before he could react, her forehead furrowing in an almost charming way.
Look at you, seriously, still so pathetic.
Yoo Jinho couldn't help but laugh at her mimicry of his older brother.
Stop it. I'm not in the mood for jokes right now.
Still so pathetic.
Hehehe. I said stop it.
Being nearly the same age, their relationship was more like that of close friends. Soo-hyun stood right in front of Jinho.
Why do you keep acting like this, though?
What do you mean?
I mean, come on. You're an awakened now, right? Are you telling me you still can't stand up to a regular person?
So, what if I am? You think I'm going to start throwing punches at my older brother or something?
Well, no, but...
Soo-hyun bit her lip thoughtfully. The thought of the family patriarch's punishment if Jinho did punch his more successful older brother was quite intimidating. She understood why Jinho endured the ridicule. Soo-hyun narrowed her eyes, glaring in the direction Jin-sung had gone.
Whatever, he's still a stuck-up jerk.
She disliked Jin-sung as much as Jinho did. She was one of the few who knew his true personality, hidden behind that fake smile. But Jinho didn't agree with her. It wasn't because Jin-sung was his brother. No, he simply wanted to beat him fairly, not badmouth him behind his back. Seeing Jinho stay silent, Soo-hyun asked cautiously.
Hey, is that plan still on track?
Hmm?
You know, the one where you become a guild master at his expense.
Instead of responding, Yoo Jinho just smiled. Who would believe him if he said that out loud? They'd probably just laugh at him, battling his brother like that. But now, with the powerful ally he had in his older friend, his chances of winning had significantly improved.
If I can get the master license?
Then he could actually challenge his older brother, and maybe even come out on top.
Thanks for watching Solo Leveling on AnimeFan Narrations. If you enjoyed it, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell for updates. Share your thoughts in the comments. See you next time.